Hey, welcome to JG3 Reviews. My name is James, and here we do pens, fountain pens, related things. Today, it's going to be kind of more related things. You see over here, a pen case holds 48 pens. I'm going to show you what I like, what I don't like, and make a recommendation or not on that. So we had that today. I also have been trying to give away a pen. I never thought it would be so hard, but timing is everything, right? So we're going to try this one last time. Third time's the charm, right? One last time to try and give away the Dian Blue Light of Hope Forest Series fountain pen. It is a great pen with a beautiful blue nib, and I think whoever wins it the third time is going to really like it. So be sure that you stay with me to that part so that you can claim the fountain pen if you're the one whose name is drawn. Then, we'll do that very last. In between the case and the giveaway will be an opening of pen mail I got today. So that should be fun as well. One of these packages I honestly forgot I even ordered. So opening that up will be good because that will help me to remember what in the world I was supposed to be expecting. I could look on my phone, right? But it's more fun to open the package. So stick with me and we'll get these three things knocked out today and have some fun along the way. Okay, let's take a look at this pen case. Now this was provided for review by Essebuy. This is the other item that they sent to me for review, and I have had this now for a few weeks and have filled it up and arranged and rearranged pens in it, and I will tell you, I think that this is, for the price, I think on Amazon right now it's about $24, and I do think that it is a pretty good case. I'll tell you that up front. I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. One thing I like is that it does have a water-resistant coating on it. And that coating is made to help the water bead up, as you can see there. See? So it does have that. Now, I live in north central Texas. We don't get just the greatest amount of rain or anything like that. But if you're carrying it outside and you're concerned about, your pens getting wet, that's helpful. You can see there's a little bit of water there, but it seems to be protective enough in what I've experienced that I'm not worried about carrying this out. I wouldn't drop it in the swimming pool. It's not waterproof. It just is water resistant fabric just to protect your pens. Again, not a situation that I run into where I live, but some of you live in much wetter climates than I do. And if you have experience with this case, you might share with us what your experience has been. I always like it when people add in the comments information that I may not have, experience that I may not have, or others may find helpful. So that is that. It does have the carry loop. I've got a similar, different brand, but a similar pen case that my wife gave me with pretty much the same layout. The zipper seems to be, I'm going to work around the camera with something this big is a little bit more difficult than a pen. Seems to be pretty well made and sturdy. I've been impressed with the quality overall at this price point. I think is quite good. It has a lot of room, 48 pens, so 24 pens on one side and 24 pins on the other side. That's nice, easy math, right? Does have not one, but two flaps, and it is a soft side material that actually goes against your pens. And then this is the same sturdier fabric that's on the outside of the case and on the inside liner of the case. So that's nice. Some will just have a single flap where this has two, and I think that just adds a little bit more. I might like it if it were just a little bit longer so that when it's actually filled with pens, it would go ahead and cover that last pen. But I haven't had any issues with it. Haven't had pens knocking at each other, so I think it's fine once you close it. I think that covers what it needs to cover. But, just a little bit more material, I think, might have made that just a little bit more foolproof, so to speak. So I like I said, a good sturdy zipper and a pull on the zipper. The elastic and material that they use to hold the pens in place seems to be pretty good. I've noticed that what they have is on the two inside on both sides are good for, I don't have larger pins here in them, but these are good for larger pins. They've left just a little bit more slack in those, so that if you have larger pins, you can put those to the inside. I will say this would go on the need for improvement maybe list, and that is that this last one, which on, again, at those ends, they are for smaller pins, but these last loops to the outside are tighter, but they're also very close, you see, to the zipper and to the seam. And I would like just a little bit more gap, just for my own comfort with this, a little bit more gap between those pins and the zippers. So if the maker is watching, you might consider just a slightly larger gap between that last pin and the zipper, and I think that would give people just a little bit extra insurance that their pins, they're not concerned about them getting scratched by that zipper, especially when you're zipping. You don't want that to scratch pins. I kind of pull, just gently pull outward to make sure that zipper doesn't rub against those pins. But a little bit larger gap there, I think, would be a good thing. Other than that, I have found it holds the pins very securely. No issues there. I'm not worried about the pins scratching each other. You notice this is a 159, and because it's in that bigger loop, it has plenty of room. So that is all good. I've been impressed with it. It seems quite sturdy and well made. Obviously, the things you'd watch long term would be, kind of this area right in here where there's stress and pull, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem anytime soon. And the material, how sturdy is it? And the material is a very sturdy material that I very much like. When you zip it, let me zip it right quick. Operates smoothly, and that is what it looks like from the ends. Just to give you an idea, a little bit of flexibility there, but not a lot. And it seems to be very protective of the pins. So for me, it's quite a good case. Cases in this size can get quite expensive, so I think price is probably, I'd say it's about right. Being able to hold 48 pins, that's a large capacity case. I'm not sure what they have in other sizes, or if they have other sizes, but I think there were options when I looked at Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below to this so that you can check that out for yourself. If you have experience with it, you can tell us what you think. And yeah, I think it's a pretty decent pen case, and I've enjoyed using it. And of course, it's nice to have that kind of organization. There are probably some of you who haven't heard a word I've said because you're going, did he seriously have 48 pens in that case? Yeah, well, some of you are going, only 48? Why doesn't he have 3 of these? And some of you are going, my spouse would just absolutely lose their mind if they saw all that. Well, luckily I'm blessed with a wife who not only is okay with me having this pen case, but she actually bought me one the same size for Christmas. Her only surprise was that both of them are already full. But she didn't get mad. She just laughs and makes fun of me. So there's that. But yeah, I think this is a great case, and I think it's a good everyday carry kind of a case if you have to carry all of those around. I use it just at home, and I don't carry it around and around very often. But it would easily slip into a backpack, no problem there. I will tell you this. When you think about that this has nothing in it but pins, it's a little heavier than you would think. Once you get that full, that would be something to consider. Do you really want to carry around 48 pins in a case at a time? But it's great for organization here at the house or in my office. That I really like about it. So link below in the description for that. Now, let's get to the mail. All right, let's jump into some pen mail. You have no idea the amount of self-control it takes for me not to open up mail when it comes. I love it. And I told you before, I just, as a kid even, I'm opening it up in the parking lot as it goes. So this one, I tell you what's funny, before I do open this, I got it a couple of days ago or a few days ago, and I thought, I didn't order anything from them. It came from Jet Pens, which is one of my favorite stores online. But I was like, I don't remember ordering any pens. I'm not expecting pens. I'm not expecting ink from them. So what is this? Short-term memory loss or something. I'm going to call it COVID brain. That's what I think. You lose track sometimes of your mail orders when you're dealing with the Rona, right? I'm not really dealing with it. Just trying to avoid it like all of you, right? So, jet pens, one thing I like, they always, in their invoice, send a little cartoon, so that's always fun. You can pause it and look at that if you want to. That's always good. And that's right. Now I remember. I should have known by the shape of the package. Here's why I wasn't thinking about it. So I ordered this. This is a Hobonichi Techo. I didn't say that right. But a Hobonichi Techo calendar for 2021. Are we really already? Yes, we are to 2021. What? We are nearly there because this package is like the year 2020. It never ends. Just a moment. Okay, I got that done. Wow. I don't know what was going on with that, but I knew you didn't want to be tortured with all of that sound. So this is the Hobonichi Techo planner for 2021. Comes with the instructions, which are in English and Japanese. Do appreciate the English on that because as great a language as Japanese is, I am not great at trying to sort that out. Comes with instructions, kind of an orientation to the Hobonichi plan. Oh, that is cool. So that too in English as well as Japanese. So that is cool. So like that. Very, very cool. Then why am I excited about a calendar? Well, I've never used this. I've heard such awesome things. I love a page per day planner, and that's what this is, although it has much more to it than that. But I'll share my review of that later on when I'm much more familiar with it myself. From what I understand, these go quickly, and this is the one that is actually in English. You can get it in Japanese, obviously, even more easily, and as well. But I am looking forward to breaking. That is an entire year. This is one of the reasons I decided to try this out. I've heard people rave about it for a couple of years, but I decided to try it out because the one that I have been using is you buy a new one this size per quarter, and at the same price this is per year. And it doesn't take much of a genius or a Dave Ramsey to figure out this would be a better deal. And already I can tell you, I think I'm really going to like that. And the paper, fountain pen friendly paper. Excellent, excellent stuff there. So what else came in the mail? This is from Gold Spot Pens. This, I know what it is. I remember placing an order on this. But do you know what it might be? What's come out recently? I've seen a few reviews, but only maybe just one. I saw one or two, I think, reviews on this particular pen, and I am curious because I actually do not have a pen from this company. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while, but hadn't yet done, and so I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. So here's what we've got. So Gold Spot catalog there. Every interaction I've had with them has been good, so good store. This is the Sailor Compass, which comes only in a medium fine nib, and it's, I think, the same nib that's on the Sailor LeCool, same price point too. But this is in their 1911 range of pens. It's made with a different material, that's why it's less expensive. It's a steel nib, so that would make it less expensive. And the nib, I know, is not quite as decorated and all that good stuff, but the Sailor Compass pen, which comes with, right there front and center, a converter, always awesome. I see an ink cartridge, and I got the clear, they're all demonstrators, but I got the clear demonstrator version of the pen because the ever popular blue, everywhere I looked, I just did not act fast enough. I saw it one night and thought, I need to do that. I'd like to review that, but I was kind of not in a hurry to review it because I have several things in line. And then I thought, I really should have gone ahead and ordered that. Too late. It was more than half the colors were already gone, but I am a sucker for a clear demonstrator pen. So I'll review that in the not too distant future, and I may even lump that in the Hobonichi Techo calendar. I'm going to have it down by the time I share my impressions of it with you. But actually, I'll do the pen before I do the calendar, because I may wait a little while. It's still a little bit early for that, right? Okay, that's exciting stuff for me anyway. Now let's get to something that might be exciting for you. How about that pen that I've been struggling to give away? Let's roll that computer out here so I can maybe give away a pen. I'm determined. This pen is going to be gone. One of you is going to win it. This is going to be done today. Right? Okay, contact me if you're the one. Here, let's go. Let's do this drawing. Okay, so we are finally going to give away the Hongdian Light of Hope pen. I hope that whoever wins this pen, this drawing, will claim the pen. You email me. My email is down in the comments below with how to get this pen to you if your name is the one drawn. This will be the last chance. And then after this, I think I'm going to pick some random person off the street to give this pen to. So you have 36 hours from the time this video posts to watch the video, email me, claim the pen, and then it is yours. I will send it to you free of charge, no posting. I eat that, no problem whatsoever. It just has to be a country I'm legal to send it to and I'm able to send it to. So let's use commentpicker.com here to do the drawing, and we will have ourselves another winner. Okay. That's more duts than I expected, but the winner is Kelly, Kelley. If you will email me with those instructions on where to send the pen, this pen is happily yours. And congratulations in winning this third drawing for the Hongdian Light of Hope fountain pen.